welcome back to another brand new episode of that Dumb Guys Do Racing podcast. And I'm here with the boys, Jimbo, Coach Mike, and Todd. What up, fellas?
Hello, everybody. Hello.
Woo.
How are you?
Good morning.
How are you
Good
today?
afternoon.
Is it good?
It's good.
Yeah,
Good
good.
Sunday,
evening.
March 1st.
A little
Danke,
Oh,
good,
something
ja.
for Plaka.
Oh, there we go.
There you go, Plaka. Yeah.
Hola, hola. My Puerto Rican brother.
Das was gut, ja? Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Plaka.
Sean, can
Hey,
we
Plaka,
say that?
we could be related, buddy. There's a small chance. There's a small chance.
I mean,
You could
it's
be
a
my-
small island.
It is. We could be like third cousins
They are
or
inbred.
something.
I mean, what?
Well, I think everyone on that, they're all related, aren't they? In a way.
You gotta be. It's an island.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little weird. Getting a
Y'all
little
technically
weird
inbred.
on the island. All right, guys. Well, welcome
Well,
back.
technically, that explains a lot with you. I mean, what?
What? Huh? Jimbo was on a little vacay last week. We had part 2 of Hako and McNaughty. I hope everyone enjoyed it. Jimbo, how was Old Huntington Beach?
It was awful. It was
Not
awful.
bad it was, having that sunshine on your
sunny and
face.
soft.
Awfully sunny. Awfully sunny.
I mean, it was
Awfully warm.
breezy. It was 70
Oceanside.
degrees. It was, I mean, who really likes nice, soft sand to rub your feet into and
Tickle your toes.
yeah. Nobody likes that as far as I know. So
I hate
yeah,
it.
it's-
I do
as
hate
you know,
sand, though. I will. I hate
so do
sand.
I.
Well, it depends
I'm
on
not a
where
fan.
depends on where it goes.
Yeah, yeah.
You know why women? You know why women don't drink beer on the beach?
Uh-oh. Why?
They get sand in their They get sand in their slips.
Oh, that's funny.
That is.
Very
Waka
funny.
waka.
Right? Waka waka waka.
Oh, shit.
Ready to kill Tony.
Oh boy.
Oh, man. That would be great on Kill Tony. Mike, you need to go on Kill Tony.
Oh,
I bet Mike
boy.
would kill it on
Maybe.
Kill
Maybe.
Tony.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
with
Great.
his Canadian humor.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Yes. They would have a ball.
With the
And then the
I can't remember who said it.
Yes.
I heard it was like a real fat guy. He's like, yeah. He goes, I could do stand-up comedy, but yeah, I prefer to sit.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
that's so funny.
Oh, shit.
What?
Oh,
What happened?
He just crapped himself.
Did you
almost.
poop
He
yourself?
I
laughed,
just-
laughed too hard.
You're
I did.
He
It made me cough.
Oh,
Wait.
Laughing in my back
Hold
popped.
on.
Oh,
You broke your back laughing. Oh,
I definitely have to go on Kill Tony.
oh, yeah.
boy.
Oh,
Oh.
John. All right, you guys can
Oh.
go ahead and
Kill
start. I need a
Sean.
second.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Sean.
Sean just broke his back laughing. Thanks a lot, Mike. So did anybody do the races this last week?
I did a couple of B and 1A.
Yeah.
So
How did that go?
I wasn't interested in the C too much. The Group 4 there is whatever, one make basically for the most part. So it was kind of boring.
So what
It was
people
short.
don't know, Group C was Watkins Glen, basically an NSX race. Group
No
B,
strategy.
that's chicane.
Yeah, that was fun. Group B
What,
was
5
good.
laps?
5 laps,
And
which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then race A, 1 lap at the ring in the WRX road car, correct? Like,
Yeah.
I think it was the
04
the
STI.
the Impreza or something. One.
Yep.
okay.
Let me check here.
I think, yeah, like the 04 or 02 STI.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Impreza sedan STI 04. Yeah.
Sports softs.
I did not do any of them.
Yeah.
I only
No,
did. I did a
Comfort-
B. I did one
Comfort
C.
Soft. Comfort Soft.
Okay.
Comfort Soft for
softs.
the,
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was basically
I know.
like when you did it was like a you were doing track day.
Okay.
It really was. It really was because of the tires. Like it was like you had to pretend you were basically driving your own car because the grip was non-existent of sorts. The car slid like crazy, but it was fun. It wasn't horrible to control by any means. But yeah, B was kind of fun.
Yeah, B was fun. Me and Mike did a couple of those. Those were fun.
Oh, nice. Nice. That's
Yeah,
good.
you did. That was a Wednesday. You did like a 7.5 hour stream or something.
Yeah, I think by the end of it, I was getting close. I think there was 15 minutes to maintenance. So I was like, all right, I'll cut it off. Because then there was, I missed a couple entries to get in for a couple last
You were
ones.
pulling an RL.
Right.
And a Gibbo.
I had inspiration. Just keep it going.
Right.
Just fucking
Nice.
let it roll, baby. But yeah,
Fuck
C wasn't
yeah.
bad. I did one of those. I used the Sylvia though, just because I haven't driven it.
I like the Glen. I just
I do
too.
I do. But
Um,
no strategy, kind of just to me it was a
that
little
was
bit
the thing.
blah.
Yeah,
it was that, and it was like, well, we got Nations. They sprung on us
Mhm.
kind of last minute things, so
Yeah.
let's kind of get used to doing that and getting ready for that a little bit. So that's kind of where I spent most of my
exactly.
week.
Practice because the real season is getting ready to start. It's coming.
Correct, Amundo.
What, a month away from the actual season
Yeah.
starting?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I think the end of March
Fuck yeah.
or first week April. Yeah, or it ends in the first week of April. Or it's 6 weeks or whatever.
Yeah.
There's 6 races and shit.
I've been trying to get the main account up. It's almost to an A+, so I can get in those good lobbies for the main season coming up. But I'm looking forward to...
Yeah, I might have to grind a little.
Yeah, that
Daily,
Super
too.
Formula race, Nations Cup. I think I've been doing Nations Cup in my second account, but for that last round in Nations Cup, I'm going main account because I got a good feeling about that one. I usually do pretty good at Suzuka in Super Formula.
SF.
Let's fucking go.
We all do.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
We all like the high
that should be. Yeah,
And that's a good
that
DR
should be a good one.
gain if you can do well in that one because they're giving you more points for those races.
True.
So.
So what did you think? What did you think of the Nations race on Wednesday?
Wednesday.
That was pretty fun.
Trial Mountain in the Porsche.
Trial Mountain.
Okay.
Trial
Yeah.
Mountain in the
I already
Trial Mountain
forgot.
in the specialty cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're tuned
because
cars.
that's-
horsepower.
That's what they were, special tuned cars. I will say this. I am not a huge fan of the specially tuned cars because you can never get any practice in them. This is the downfall of polyphony sometimes. Specialized. This is another one.
BOPs.
This is just one.
Specialized BOPs where you can't do anything to the car, and you can't practice. They don't let you go in and copy their settings so that you can practice.
Yeah.
The fact that there was special stuff done to the cars and then a special what is it?
Draft.
Oh, yeah.
Specialized slipstream.
Slipstream, yeah.
That just drives me
You
crazy.
can't mimic. You can't mimic.
They should just
You
leave
can't
those
mimic
for
it.
race Cs, dailies.
But even it's not even just the specialty cars. It's the fact that they have things like the custom slipstream and shit that you, and like custom weather patterns and stuff like that you just can't fully mimic at all. So even when you do a Group 3 practice for a race, it's still just not the same.
Yeah.
No, because you
you
can't actually do anything.
Yeah,
You don't know
into
what's
a
going to
lab.
happen.
You go into a lobby and you do what you think and is very close to weather, for example, and you end up with the hurricane winds.
Yeah.
Even on a sunny day,
Yeah,
it's
most
just
races
super
it's
windy,
really windy.
and then you go into the
practice
race and there's literally no wind, but there is a bit, but not. You can't set it the same way. Like they need to add those kind of options where you can put the wind speeds, random maybe direction or whatnot, or can set it up that in speeds and direction. Like it's got to have like in custom slipstreams, like. We got to practice with the regular slipstream options, and you have massive dirty air because it's the old school slipstreams. Whereas when you go into any races, that custom slipstream is always in effect now. So either make it an option or take it away.
Yeah, I honestly, it's another one of those things that I just don't think they think about or care about.
No.
I mean, quite honestly.
Yeah. But the race was interesting, though.
Yeah, it was fun. I don't mind.
Again,
those
Wednesday,
cars.
we didn't even know if we were racing. I sent a text.
Yep.
Sean's like,
oh, shit.
yeah, I'm going to jump. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll jump on. You guys came on after work or whatever. So, I mean, we weren't even really,
I got lucky and had that day off. So I started at like 2.
I joined the race like a couple minutes before the race actually started. Had no laps in the car at all. I was just like, fuck it, let's just wing it.
Let's ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they usually do those
It was
types
fun.
of cars at that track, so that's the good thing.
Yeah.
We kind of know it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll
those
say this, like,
go ahead.
The races, like, I wasn't like, it's not an interesting race to me. But the thing that makes me want to do them on times and say, okay, I'll just try it anyways, is VR.
Yes, exactly.
Because you're driving like cars you wouldn't regularly, and VR just makes it so much different.
Mm-hmm.
And I watch sometimes people, and it's just like they're in bumper cam, because they're not in VR or whatnot, and it's just like it doesn't matter what the car is; it always looks and feels the same.
Yeah.
Yep.
And to me, that's just really boring.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I understand that not like if you've never done it before, like you don't notice it. But once you get into VR and that, it's just like it's game changing the way the cars are. Like we were talking about this the other day. It's just like Gran Turismo 7 is designed for VR.
Yes,
it really is.
It really is.
Yeah.
That is the real driving simulator. Is when you get into like VR in that aspect. Like you're actually driving. You have to look around. You have to follow. Like it's flat screen bullshit.
Yep. And thanks.
Yeah, I mean, hate to say it, or sound all fucking snobby or whatever, but VR is it's where it's at.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
And speaking of, there's going to be a price drop again.
Yep.
So they're trying to push it. So if you're on the fence of getting a new monitor or something, get VR.
Yeah, because it's 2 years?
I'm thinking
Is it
about
2
getting
years?
a second one.
No?
You've had it too? Yep, I've had it a little over a year.
I've had it for
Rose
almost
had
a year
about
now.
A year and a half.
I'm closing on a year, and I'm actually thinking with the price drop of getting a second one.
Oh, shit. Having a backup.
A backup and one for friends, so they don't have to use my sweaty one and shit like that. Like,
hell yeah.
Kind of thing. Like, I think that's, with the price, it's a very viable option.
Dude. For they do that price drop again. I'm wondering what it's going to be.
Your friends come out, because they have a lot of VR games now.
Yeah.
Not just Gran
Dude, they have a
Turismo,
shit ton.
And if you have 2 VRs, you can play, duels, kind of thing. Like, play boxing games and beat the shit out of your friends, like.
The only one I'm really interested in is that flight simulator.
Yeah, VR is hard, though, because, dude, so many of those games make me sick, but it's crazy because Gran Turismo doesn't. And I think a lot of people are still on the fence about that. They're like, well, I know VR makes me sick. I don't want to get VR because I'm going to get sick. But I would tell those people, if you can drive a car, and not get sick, you're pretty much golden. It's going to take a minute to get used to. Start slow and slow cars on, fairly, short. Flat tracks.
No.
To get started.
No. You jump in a fucking
hypercar, hit the dips.
The Nordschleife. And go give her hell on the Nordschleife.
Throw up after, get it out of your system, and go.
That's what I did. I went straight to Nürburgring, and that's the other thing too. Is you can go to Nürburgring first in VR, and any little slow car, it doesn't matter. And if you can get past the first sector or two
Right.
without puking, you're fine.
Oh. Yeah, it took me a
So I have
minute
no
to get
problem,
those
but
dips.
even me, the first couple corners, I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
It gets you for a second, but then it's just like driving a fucking car.
But then it's just like driving a car. You get,
and it's
you
amazing.
You're like, all right, I'm okay now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the best.
Yeah, it did not take long for my stomach to stop dropping every time I went up or down a hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, some hills take some getting used to at big drops and stuff. That's for sure.
That's exactly what it is. It's why it doesn't. It can be passed because your brain. It takes your brain a second or two to kind of realize, okay, this is real but not real. Calm down. And then the nausea goes away, kind of thing. It's different from when you're say doing VR games where you're standing up, your arms are flailing, you're moving around a bit, like. Because you're moving around, your brain's like, okay, what's going on? Where am I? I don't feel anything. Why am I not? Oh, shit. And it gives you the vertigo because your brain can't balance itself where it's like you're sitting there in the car. Oh, yeah, I know this. I'm not moving around.
Yeah.
I don't have to feel anything necessarily. And it's like, oh, wait, I should have some G-forces of sorts in the corner. Oh, I don't? Oh, whatever. And that's where it calms it down. So I honestly think people to get it and just a little bit at a time over a couple of days if it takes you, but you'll definitely enjoy it if you do.
You will.
Yeah.
And yeah.
You will do just fine if you get it, and you need to get it. Like, it's not a joke. It is not a joke. It's a game
puts
changer.
you in the
we
vehicle.
say that over and over again for a reason. Because it's a game changer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like watching on YouTube, somebody in VR does no justice.
No.
What is shown on YouTube is not exactly what we're actually seeing in our headset. Yep. So it's just way different. Just so cool, the technology, how they can actually put you in the fucking vehicle.
You literally think
detail,
you're in there.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Like Jim, like the belt buckle issue. Like Jim was like getting a reflection through the sun through the windshield on his racing harness, kind of belt buckle, and while he was driving, trying to cover it up and block it.
Trying to cover up a belt buckle that was in the VR. Like, it's not, you can't, because your brain has tricked you into thinking that it's real.
Yeah. I always, quite often I'll be driving and my leg will get itchy and I'll literally look down to scratch my leg and it confuses me because my hand doesn't come off the steering wheel. It takes, every time I, got myself again. It's... Or even scratch my face. I'm expecting my hand to come up and see it in the VR in front of me because it's just so. Your brain gets so brainwashed basically that you're in a car. Yeah. Especially if you have a good wheel with good force feedback and that, it feels pretty good. So. Yeah.
Absolutely, and your ability to look around.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can look around and I can look around and see other people. That was one thing yesterday. A couple of times I had cars coming up on my, right or left, and I find myself looking for them.
Oh yeah.
To see how close they are to me and where they're where they are. So I don't
shoulder checks and stuff like that. Just like you're driving. You're merging lanes in real life. You're looking, where's that car? He was just behind me, kind of thing.
Yep. More and more drivers, too. I see more and more drivers doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not really streaming. Yeah. You can see them in the lobbies because they're now putting VR or PSVR 2 in their tag names. So that's how I know. Because I've really said that in a chat, and they're like, how do you know? I'm like, dude, look at their name. Says it right
their
there.
name.
People
it
doing
says
that.
VR.
Yeah, and good on those people because it shows that it's starting to become a popular thing. But it also, if people are paying attention, signifies, okay,
be aware.
This guy's in VR. Maybe be aware because maybe he's not, I'll say, up to par with VR yet. So not sure of his awareness levels and stuff. Because if you're not up on it, your visual, like how you see everything is a little off. You know what I mean? Like you're not sure where everybody is at times until you get the hang of being able to quick corner, like peripheral shoulder checks.
Yeah.
Or how about looking in your mirrors? This is something that I know that a lot of people don't do in general. If they're racing, they are not looking in their mirrors, or if they're doing hood cam where you don't have a rear view mirror, they are not paying attention to the radar.
Yeah.
Like those are some things those are basic driving things.
Yeah,
they are.
Like in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
I have that little radar up all the time too, but I honestly use it less than I did before because I really do shoulder check and mirrors all the time. Mm-hmm. Like I was saying to Todd, was it Todd I was talking about the other day? And it's like, even when I'm doing time trial, I'm just doing laps, I'm constantly looking in my mirrors, like say practicing visual references, making sure like I can drive through the corners and out of a corner and still be able to quickly look in the mirrors to see where that guy on the inside is. Mm-hmm. Just getting used to it, because if not, your line goes off weird. If you're not up, like if you try to look to your side, you might open your steering a little bit or something or turn too much, or because your hands kind of go with where you look when you drive. So you need to be able to know those quick movements of your head to look around constantly. And even though there's no car, I'm always looking for where that car could be if I was really racing. That guy could be right on the corner there. So I got to look over. Okay, yep, I'm coming out of the corner. Good corner exit. Where is he in my mirrors? Look in the rear view. Okay, I'm clear. Just practicing that all the time, just in general, just with nobody around.
Yeah.
Just to know that I can quickly look around and know exactly what's around me.
I drive like I do in my normal car, only faster.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm always checking my mirrors, looking over my shoulder, especially if I know someone's coming up. I'm 90% of the time I'm looking in my rearview mirror, especially if I've got somebody behind me. I'm looking up to see where they are, see if they're trying to pass me.
Yep.
Also listening for them. That's good. A good pair of headsets like earphones will help you so much.
Yeah.
In that,
I'll say this: I've used over-ear headset and the earbuds that come with the PSVR. They're both good. Like they both work well, but I honestly find that the over-the-ear headset works way better for sound quality and like the way that you can hear where everything is. Mm-hmm. It's more three-dimensional, and it also feels like you're wearing a race helmet when you do it with the VR, and then the headset over top. It really does make you feel like you're in a race car.
Hell yeah, it does. I love it. I love it for that. And too, if you're out there and you have the 3D audio headphones, go in there and set your profile. I went in and set my profile.
Set that profile.
And holy shit, the immersiveness and the sounds that you can hear the birds chirping and fucking. It's wild.
So good.
It's wild. Yeah, I'm going to use the VR to help my daughter learn how to drive.
Yeah.
I'm going to put her in that thing.
Absolutely.
She's going to be 15.
Yeah.
You're going to get in that thing first, put her in a real slow car with some traffic, and it's going to simulate real life, and so she has a head start before getting on the road.
Well, they go. That's one of the things people do for like say drifting, and those they do the open road drifting and racing around kind of thing. Is they use Tokyo Expressway, and then they go in. They set a custom race that's half hour endurance, an hour endurance. But then they put a whole bunch of because you can custom cars, add whatever cars you want to them if you take your time. And so they add like slow cars, medium cars, fast cars. So all the cars spread out around the track. So you have traffic. You have random 20 cars kind of thing, basically. And then you can have a road car. And there
you go.
You just go around. You can have practice changing lanes, turning signals, like everything.
VR right there. So many uses for it. Love it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's actually something I never even thought of, is actually teaching somebody to drive for the most part.
Yeah, because they could get the basics down really good.
Oh, without having to worry about crashing.
Yeah.
Like, like you could even have them like nobody on the track and just have them driving in general, and then okay, pull over, turn,
parallel park, park the car,
park, exactly. Yeah.
When you feel like you're in the some bitch.
Man, you could start a early driver training course that way.
Shit.
You make some fucking money in VR.
I know.
Hey, I had the idea first. It's on. It's recorded.
Yep. Delete this part. Delete this part. Cut it out.
Yeah. Cut it out and then go register yourself.
Driving lessons. Oh man. Oh, that would be actually kind of good. You could have a spot, a little retail spot, a couple rigs, bring the people in. Oh yeah, that could work. Oh shit, Mike.
Yeah, and then you don't get stuck with an Indian man that's never driven anything other than an ox cart in your car and tries to drive you into 4 lanes of traffic.
Oh man.
True story.
No shit.
True story. I was a driving instructor,
right.
And we didn't just teach children. We also taught people that needed to get their license. Old, young, didn't matter. And there was I would say mid-60s Indian gentleman, spoke no English. We took out for the first time. Within 5 minutes, he tried to blow through a red light into across a 4-lane highway where everybody's doing 50 to 60 miles an hour.
Jesus, holy shit.
That'll make you poop.
Right?
I'm just going to say that'll make you
flash
poop.
Before your eyes right there.
And so we immediately turned around. And, I should say we immediately pulled over. We switched spots.
You had the brake and the throttle.
I had the brake. No, there's no throttle. There's just a brake.
Okay.
I had to hit the brake. And pull the car, or put the car into neutral.
Oh, shit.
Because he just fucking mashed them. I mean, it was all the way down. Like, all the way down.
Fuck.
That's the only time I was really terrified for my life, to be honest with you.
Oh man.
But
holy
yeah,
shit.
So yeah.
Holy shit, indeed.
Right.
How was the
Saturdays.
race yesterday?
Saturday's race. Oh my God! Holy shit,
Glen.
you guys are
The Glen. So at the Glen in Group 3s. What was the OP car there, Todd?
The BMW M6 was meta.
That was the okay. So
the car
we'll start.
choice.
We'll start with you there, Tad. We'll start with you. How did you do?
Overall, pretty good. First race, qualified last. Actually, wasn't able to put a time in. My wheel froze, so I started 16th. Was in a battle for second. Actually, ended up getting 4th in that race for I don't know how many points. And then jumped on my main. Had a pretty good quali, I think like 7th or 8th or something, but got taken out twice. And then I ended up finishing 10th. And then the third race, I qualified 6th and finished 2nd for like 200 and I think like 68 or 69 points or something like that. So overall, pretty good.
How'd you do there, Mike?
Just before I get to that, I just want to put again, if anybody wants to watch an absolutely incredible race, watch Todd's first race on the stream. Like you said, he qualified last and put in a performance of a lifetime. I'm sorry. It was the most exciting thing I've ever watched in a long time for racing. I felt like it was like in a real race kind of thing. It was just with the VR and everything else and the way he drove. If you want to watch something exciting, watch that race. Yeah.
It was a fun race. That it was for sure. And it came down to the last turn. 2 cars in front of me, and I tried setting it up and just getting a good exit, and I missed it by half a foot. I clipped the car in front of me, his left rear or right rear bumper with my
Barely.
left front. Barely, yeah, I got in 6 inches or whatever. I had a run in mile an hour. He just came off the corner a little weird, and
Yeah.
I couldn't get to the right far enough. So I just clipped him, which then shot him forward to give him third.
It would have been coming out of the corner and from fourth and been a drag race to the line for second. It was
yeah,
it was so close.
It would have, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. How'd you do there, Mike?
I did. I ended up getting 2 chances, and only needed to use one. Practiced enough, so I put in a blistering time and got myself pole. Which I was pretty surprised about. And then
we all know how you like pole, though, so it's not that big a surprise.
Exactly.
Not a huge surprise there, really.
Fuck you guys.
That's what she said. That's what he said.
Oh, don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh. God damn it.
Yeah, it started first. I false started, and then I got hit from behind on the false after because I was paused.
Yeah, but you didn't hate that.
No,
taking it from behind.
I got rammed so hard, my backhand was just destroyed.
The way you like it.
Oh,
and then, because of that, lost a couple positions, whatnot. And then some soft runners got out front, but I finished third. Had a really good race. Enjoyed it. Good pace overall. I think putting time in, practicing like we've been doing a lot more lately, has really been benefit to everybody.
So, oh yeah.
Thank you guys for all coming out all the time to do some practicing with it. So.
Yep, and if you're listening and you're friends with any of us, you are always welcome to join our practices.
Mm-hmm.
Always welcome to join our practices.
Or the pod.
What about you, Jim? I heard rumors that you put in a pretty good performance.
Oh, it was okay.
Yeah, and
What car did you
not the OP car.
So I did the account that I've been doing all of the exhibition in, which is my second account. Went in, had both races had shit qualifyings. But first race I qualified 14th. Was it 14th?
Yeah, I think it was. Or that or 16th.
I
think it was 14th.
I qualified 14th. So I qualified 14th in my first race, and it just screwed up my first lap, and then second lap was not the best. So qualified 14th, battled through the pack. Spoosman Brown and I had we were just locked together most of the race. Had no reason to pass him. I had opportunities, but we were working together so well, I didn't want to fuck that up. So
smart racing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we went in together lap 12. There were dudes that were diving in lap 6 to get off from the softs. We started on the hards. Got in, went in lap 12, put on the hards, took off. We're stuck together the entire time. We were 5th and 6th through most of the race because people just being stupid. It was a race of attrition in both of the races I was in, where they were just people flying off track, people running into each other. And we were just fast because we weren't racing each other. We were fast. If I was close enough to them on the uphill straightaway, I'd give them a bump, and just kept ourselves going. And ended up with one lap to go. His tires fell off.
Oh.
He roasted his tires, and going into the sweeper, the right-hand sweeper after the bus stop, he just could not turn anymore and went off to the left and disappeared. and by that time, he was in third, I was in fourth. So I ended up getting third, 14th to third.
Fucking A.
And then, so I was like, wow, that was a great race. And I wasn't in the Meta car. I was in the Porsche.
Ooh.
I mean, I was fucking flying in the Porsche.
Yeah.
There was no stopping me. Then we hop in. I got in my main account for the second race just because I wanted to try it again, which is a much higher lobby. I think the lobby I was in for the first one was 181. The second one was 248.
Nice.
Wow.
Or something like that. So hopped into that one. Qualified. I thought I qualified 14th. I actually qualified 12th. I qualified 12th in that one, which I didn't feel too terrible about, especially being in the non-meta car. Again, it was a race of attrition, dude. Guys just running into each other, spinning off. I raced harder. I raced so hard in that. Actually, Stoosman made a couple mistakes, ended up in front of me again. And I slowly was working up. I ended up in 6th place. So we're driving along. The guy that was in 4th place in a Supra, his tires must have fallen off on lap 19. His tires fell off on lap 19. Again, went into the right-hand sweeper. He went off to the left, so it's me and Stoosman. Stoosman's tires must have been falling off because I was slowly catching him. Coming out of the boot, started getting close to Stoosman. Got a good run going into the second left-hander before the front straight. He took the inside line. I took the outside line. Had enough tires to hold the outside line, get ahead of him, and ended up getting 4th in that race. So I went up 8 spots in that race.
Yeah.
Like, I had 2 of the greatest races of my life. I cannot like. I couldn't believe it. And this is what I say about our entire team. We're all fast, but we're getting so much better at consistency.
Mm-hmm.
Our consistency as racers, we're just getting smoother and smoother, and we're racing smarter. So I think what I know. Sean didn't have the best races.
No.
Tell us what happened there.
Well, I was able to do 2 of the races, and I didn't get really any practice in. And I've noticed, like you were saying, we've been practicing more. This race I didn't get the practice, but yeah, as I practiced more, I was better in those other ones. This one, not so much. But I will say, in both of these, the race with Mike, where he qualified on pole, I think I qualified 4th, so decent.
Yep.
But man, going into turn 1, chaos. Got through that chaos, and then I want to say there's another incident I got mixed up in with someone else, and just wasn't able. I fell all the way back, but I battled all the way back up to 7th, from last to 7th.
Well,
for that
here's
one.
the other thing too is
That's a good fight.
You fell back to the back, and then halfway through the race or later, you hit the barrier as well.
Oh yeah, that's
and
right.
you still managed to
right.
keep her together and come to
Near
7th.
the end,
So
yeah.
that is a performance as well, because if you take all that incidents away, where would you have been?
Yeah, exactly.
You would have been racing
Right
with
behind
me or
you.
even passing me.
Yeah.
Like you never know. So
Right behind you. And then the second one, pretty much the same thing. I got smacked. The second race was a little bit worse because going into turn 1, it was total fucking chaos, and fell all the way back again and had to battle all the way back up to 7th. Same fucking situation. I don't mind the light damage for this round, whatever. I do like the heavy damage because I feel like people are more cautious. I was in my second account. I was in a low lobby, a lower A lobby, so that probably has something to do with it too. But yeah, I like the heavy damage. I think people are more careful.
Prefer that.
Yeah.
Jermaine also had a good
Yeah,
showing.
Jermaine did really good too. Yeah.
Yeah, he got a podium. He got third. So,
Awesome.
Excellent.
Good job, Jermaine.
good for him.
Yeah.
Yep,
Some
I
great,
think he
great
qualified
finishes
fifth.
for everybody, realistically. So, you know,
Yeah, I think
Maybe
Burial had to
we
work.
as
Huh?
most optimal.
The PDX Sim team, we are patting each other on the back
That's
right now.
right.
That's what
That
we're
is
doing.
right.
Please enjoy the pats.
Ego
Show it up
boosting.
and show it out.
Yeah. Well, it's what you got, like, not to what you have to do, but it's like what we do as a team, as friends. You know what I mean? Like, we acknowledge the positivity. You know, like, we've all been racing extremely well lately. You know, like Jim said, we've been a lot more consistent. We've been a lot more patient and calm and smooth driving, and it's been showing in the results. You know what I mean? Whereas, you know, previous times we were terrible by any means, but we weren't getting the positions and the job done at times because we weren't as smooth, we weren't as consistent. We were getting agitated by other people. It's almost like, yeah, we get a little mad when shit happens, but at the same time, we're just like, calm, keep focused.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Kind of keep it together because we know what happens if you don't. And it shows, like, you know, like you look at some of the videos, like Tijani puts out the pleb stuff, and that it's like, yeah, it shows what happens when you get frustrated and undone. And it happened to us. We used to do that kind of stuff all the time, get a little agitated and start bumping with a guy. Fuck you, asshole.
yeah.
Fucking.
I did that last night.
Instead of, you know, like, instead of just being like, all right, like, back it out a bit. Don't keep my nose in there at all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let the guy fuck himself up and then go by, you know, and it's been. You know, we've been more impatient because we're seeing what goes on around us more. We're more aware, and we're just like, okay, go ahead. See you later.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
Yep. You know, it's, you know, I got my race on Wednesday. I got taken out by a dude because he turned in on me at T1.
Yeah.
Like it was my fault that he wasn't paying attention, and I was fully alongside him. He didn't start well. I did. I made up 2 spots, and he smashed into me. I just kept racing, and I mean, I still ended up beating. He came back on the last lap into the final chicane, and he just fucking torpedoed me. He ended up with the 3-second penalty. I still got a better run off the last turn, and then he spun me on the straightaway. You know, it's like, yeah, it's like, but at the same time, it's like, whatever, you completely fucked your own race.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. It's the same. Whatever helps you sleep at night, buddy.
Yeah, you know, you still, in the end, you did bad. You did not do well. If you like, there is no reason for any of it.
Yeah.
No reason for it, but.
Yep,
but oh well.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
oh well.
right. And then what? Wednesday's the karting race, and then Super Formula to finish it out.
Yeah. We'll be at Edgar Norrell 1 for 12 laps in the GT kart racing the go karts with the Sport Softs grid start, false check, light damage. Obviously, with those, there's no fuel or tire wear, so it's just a 12 lap. Hold on for dear life sprint. Those are crazy ass vehicles to drive. So not everybody's cup of tea, but I may give them a try, especially because of VR. I have not gone the carts in VR yet, so
I'm gonna TT for
they
sure.
are. I will say this: they are a blast in VR and terrifying. I don't know. I mean, I think maybe we should do a practice lobby on Tuesday. And that will make your decision whether or not you actually want to race in that car.
I'll do some
and it's more of the track.
Yeah,
it's way more of the track than it is the car. If it was a flat track, I would be down all day. Like they've done the karts at the Red Bull Ring short track. That's a blast. That's a ton of fun. But at this track. Man, I just
it might actually turn out to be might be good because those karts are so small. Cars aren't really set to race. Well, they've done it
before.
Yeah. Oh, they have.
I'm pretty sure they had this as a daily race or something a while back or something like that. Because I remember karts at Edgar, like And yeah, it's all you touch the grass even a little
you're
bit.
done.
And the car is just like so.
And how about some of those dips? Do you catch any air? Because I would imagine you catch air and you fuck yourself.
I think you do. The car gets really light there and slides around, like easy, like twitchiness kind of thing. But VR could be something I might.
Yeah, TT.
I don't know if I'll do the race, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Last race.
Definitely Saturday's
Woo,
race.
baby.
Definitely Saturday's race.
20
what a
laps.
banger to finish it off.
Right? 20 laps.
20 laps, Super Formula at Suzuka.
And medium
and
softs.
softs and mediums.
Mediums and softs, so the good tires. Grid false check. 3 times tires, 2 times fuel, so a little bit of strategy involved there. And Super Formula, high downforce at a classic track.
Yep.
And complain about
probably
that.
Main account for that
on the
one.
mediums, 8 on the softs.
Probably somewhere close around there, or stretch it a little closer to 50-50 if you can, but Todd's probably pretty much bang on 12.8-ish, kind of somewhere around there.
Love those Super Formula.
Can't wait.
Should be doing all 3 races.
I'll be doing practice probably basically Thursday, Friday.
Oh, yeah.
Both nights before.
Get warmed up.
To get more than warmed up. I want to be on my
right.
for that.
Yeah, that's going to be a good one. Because then after that, I bet there's nothing until the real season starts in April. April 2nd, manufacturers.
They might squeeze a Manu after this one. They might
there's going to be a Manu. I guarantee there's going to be a Manu.
Okay.
It'll just be.
I'm pretty sure that Wednesday
Manu.
or Thursday of this week coming up, they'll be announcing it.
Okay.
They usually announce it, but after when there's like 1 race left or so.
Do you think that extra race we had to do for Daytona threw the schedule off a tiny bit?
Not really.
Okay.
No, not really, because this had popped up instantly. So it's just like it should have been an extra day, a week off, or a day kind of thing off.
And
but because of that, they just said, "Fuck it, put it in, they'll like it, and then just keep going." Yeah, because this will give us this will finish, and then they'll do the 2 weeks of Manu right after, leading from Nations to Manu. Then it'll be probably about 2 weeks from there, break into the real season. Starting on the 2nd.
Oh, yeah.
That should be time length, if I'm not incorrect on that.
Well, that would be good. One more practice Manu before we really get going so we can pick our manufacturer. Because there's going to be another update, you believe?
More BOP.
Do you think there'll be another update?
I hope they don't change anything else before because...
That fucks everything up.
Well, exactly. Everybody's just getting comfortable to the new changes, and because what they did is, I think, very good in general for the game, and it's not in a very bad spot right now. It's
feeling good.
There's a lot of comfort for people, and I understand some of the people saying that, it's made, like, it sucks, it's, you know what I mean, because they're top tier guys. The cars don't handle exactly the way they like,
right?
You know what I mean? And it's more suited for a more casual experience of sorts. It makes it easier that way. But at the same time, I think that's a good thing in general, because it makes it so that people that are having a hard time with some of the updates, it brings them back because, oh crap, I can actually drive now.
Right.
You know what I mean, it's a little easier. It's not so.
We're back.
Fuck you. And on that bombshell, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Good night.
Oh my God, that's too funny.
All right, Mike, if you can remember.
We're gonna have to remember what?
I don't know what you were saying when I had to cut you off.
I don't either. Fucking fuck everything up.
SF.
Get your goddamn battery charged. Oh yeah, SF. Yeah, we're just gonna fucking practice the shit out of that. We're gonna be on our A games. We're gonna do what we did with the BMW race at Watkins. It was Super Formula.
BMW. I thought you said Porsche.
Well, the BMW race that you didn't drive it.
Porsche. The BMW Cup.
I know that you guys weren't skilled enough to drive the Porsche as fast as I did, but don't worry.
I was, Jim. Don't you worry about that.
I have to go with the Metacar. Of course, yeah. I understand.
Because have you driven that thing? That thing looks great in VR, man. You got so much vision.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's got a lot of vision, but
and it's got a lot easier to drive too than it used to be.
Yeah,
big greenhouse. Yeah, it's good over curbs and
Because I feel you used to be able to feel the weight more. Like it felt like a hefty bitch. It doesn't feel as hefty.
The one thing that I thought about that car was it seemed like it was fairly hard on the tires.
It was a little bit.
Yeah. On those softs, yeah, you fucking ate through those bitches.
I did practice for it, and I did some Porsche laps, like quite a few, and I enjoyed it. But my decision came down to the bus stop. And that is my Achilles heel at that track. And Jim can tell you, I exit stage left on that 90% of the time. Right,
that is the truth.
I remember it was at Shits and Giggles, and I was super fast at the Glen. I was up front. First lap, boom, exit stage left in the bus stop. Get to the back of the pack. Battle all the way back, passing everybody to the front of the pack again. Extra stage left.
No, that was in the league that we do not speak of.
Yeah, okay, that's why. Yeah, and I was just destroyed, but I just could not. So the Porsche felt great everywhere for me, everywhere but the bus stop, and I was a little nervous of not being able to keep it for that many laps through there. So the BMW didn't feel as good in certain spots as the Porsche. But I could get through the bus stop with pretty much no problem with that car. So that's why I took it. I may actually have been a lot faster in the Porsche overall, but I went for the not dying 20 times in the race. So,
yeah.
Yeah, and I've already decided, manufacturers, I'm going Porsche again. Nice. It's my car. It's the car. And
there you go.
I don't understand people that are like, oh, I'm so bored of driving that car. I'm like, Flocka and I know our manufacturers.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you guys are fucking locked in. I know, that's what I'm leaning towards, too, is going back.
It's consistency.
I might be back in the Porsche.
It's consistent. It's just the Porsche feels good again. New physics, great. I've learned how to drive that car. I can feel when the front end is letting go, and I know when to back off. I'm back in love with that car again, and I'm racing fast in it. So
fuck yeah.
That's where
I am very heavily coming back into Porsche again, because when I've been driving it the last little while, like Jim says, it feels good.
Yep, that and the Ferrari.
It really does.
Loving that Ferrari still.
The Ferrari's great. I love it, but I get into the Porsche now. And, oh my God, I'm sorry, the Ferrari can fucking eat it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. It is just that much better.
Oh, shit.
And it's funny because the Porsche isn't as fast as the other cars on the straights.
No. Right.
But it is just as fast as them in the slip.
Okay.
Yeah. It picks up the slip and catches cars so fast.
Yep. It's so good through the corners.
Yeah, it's so good through the corners. We've got what? We've got our league races today. We've got IndyCar race happening right now. What's going on with the IndyCar race there, Todd?
Under 10 laps. It's a battle.
Well, you got to tell us who's is it? Is McLaughlin still in the lead?
No, he is in fourth. He is in fourth. Oh. Kirkwood is in fifth. Dixon is in third. Newgarden is in second. Who is in first. And there is less than a second between them, first and second. So,
sounds like it's
9 laps to go.
Yep.
Yeah, and then after this, we've got Coda.
Yeah.
Coda after this, and earlier, technically 2 days ago, we had the Qatar.
WEC,
opener.
Ooh, baby!
As I've seen, it's been so good.
Oh, I watched some of that.
Good
because it was on Max Live, and I watched the last 2 hours of it because it was on in the morning. 1, 2, 3, finish, and you will see who does that. Oh my God!
Oh, Ferrari has to have done it. Has to have done it. Though the Ferraris were so strong,
dude. Wait till you see the LMGT class. The end battle. It's a good one.
It's been a battle. It's been a battle since the start.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Door flies off one of the Astons.
Yep.
Door flies off. They're fairly early in the race. They didn't shut the door well enough, and it goes flying off track. But it's really this first year is a testing year.
Yeah,
for
exactly. And they look cool. They look super cool. But yeah,
And
they're
they
gonna have
sound great.
to. Yeah,
Sound
they're just gonna
amazing.
have to get them figured out to catch up.
them. But that was the Peugeots. The Peugeots
was.
are starting to catch up.
Yep.
Peugeots are starting to catch up. It took them a year and a half to figure it out. So that's exciting.
What's Alpine doing?
They did all right.
Alpine wasn't doing bad.
No.
They're doing much better.
Okay.
Like Alpine's doing much better.
improving?
BMW is strong.
Yeah.
BMW is strong too. They have the fuel mileage game on their side.
Yes, they do.
Their cars go very well. Actually, the Cadillacs were doing really well and had some issues, which sucked.
And the Porsches
yeah.
too. I was surprised the Porsches ended up where they were.
Durability issues? Or
No, they finished. Just not as well as I thought they were going to.
Yeah, Ferrari is
Dude,
doing
fuck.
a very good job.
Oh my
They
god.
have figured this out.
looking strong.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Well,
Oh
they
yeah.
finished strong, so yeah.
Exactly.
Picking up right
we
where they
just
left
got-
off.
We just got done with Formula One testing,
Yep.
and
And who's
you
on
never know
top?
what's going to
Who
happen
was on
there.
top?
You never know.
Williams.
Williams was high,
Yeah.
Ferrari was high,
Sainz
McLaren
on
was
top.
doing well. Yeah. So I think it's going to be interesting. Who knows what
I think
Red Bull
Williams is going
actually
to.
has
Yeah,
in them.
exactly.
You can't tell.
You
Some
can't.
They're
commentators are saying
sandbagging.
Yeah,
They're
exactly.
sandbagging.
I should put it this way. Some pundits are saying that Ferrari is sandbagging, even though
They finished.
everybody sandbags.
They're on top though.
Nope.
Second and third in testing.
Williams, I don't think is sandbagging. They were going.
Yeah,
out
they're
there
Yeah,
pushing
they
all
weren't.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Haas wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, but they weren't terrible. I mean, they've got a new lineup of drivers too.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna have to see what happens.
Yep. It's going to next weekend? Or no, not next weekend. The
Yep.
weekend after that. So 2
For
weeks.
those that didn't join the DGDR League of Degenerates, you're going to be missing out in about 45 minutes.
Yep. You are.
Yeah,
And
you'll
on that
hear this.
bombshell-
You're 45 minutes yesterday.
Yeah, exactly.
45 minutes yesterday.
Shit.
Yeah, thank you for everybody who has entered and shows up for the races and that. This is our first little league. We're going to have more of these and hopefully get them well organized that we can have multiple divisions maybe. And do it properly, unlike other places we won't discuss.
Yep.
And,
And we're
there
not
will
talking
be
about
mystery prizes of sorts.
Ooh, mystery
So-
prizes.
If you want to be possibly a winner of some interesting things, make sure you enter and you show up to race.
Oh yeah, and I told Todd I let the beast loose yesterday. I told him to stop sandbagging because, well, what Golden Brownie did. So I was
Yeah.
like, all right,
Yeah.
Todd, you don't have to hold back.
We're
now."
unleashing our beast.
Yeah, we all need to unleash the beast
Todd,
because
destroy them.
that mother. I'm sorry, man. I was not expecting
Dude, Brownie whooped our fucking
him.
ass.
Oh my god!
Killed us.
The second race, I put everything in it. I tried my goddamn
Yep, so
hardest.
did I. So did
And I could not keep pace. He made one small little mistake, and that was it. And I got by, and then after that, it was like he was just like just hanging around behind me, waiting for me to fuck up, and then drove away.
Oh man.
But yeah, he's good. I'll say
Yes.
that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
he is.
very-
very
yeah,
good.
Brownie is very good. Yeah,
And what'd you say, Todd? What'd you say, Todd?
On that bombshell. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
See ya.
Thanks for listening. Yeah, we will see you guys next week. I hope you
Next
enjoyed. And we got Drive to Survive next week and F1 in 2 weeks. Can't wait. And
Wow.
yeah, baby. Peace.